Hey folks, welcome once again to my channel Other Musings. This is Sudipta here. I'm back again today with a Pika card reading that's going to really talk about what sort of things you can expect to change, what positive turn of events you can expect to look forward to in the coming days, what kind of issues are waiting to reach a closure, a resolution, and what sort of outcome you can expect in the coming days. So whenever you are coming across this reading, obviously it's a timeless reading by its nature. So whenever you're coming across this reading, from that point onwards, what kind of change you expect, you can expect. So you may be going through some particular issue, you may be grappling with some particular problem in your life, some things that may be bothering you in a different ways. So hopefully this particular reading will give you some direction, some insight as to what you can expect in the coming days and how that issue is expected to close out and resolve in your favor. So as usual, I have 4 groups in front of you. This will be group number 1. I have the purple amethyst crystal over here. And then I have the group number 2, which is a red jasper. And then I have the group number 3, which is the howlite. And then finally we have the group number 4. This is a beautiful citrine crystal. So again, group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4. So take your time, pause the video if needed. And again, I'm going to keep all these 4 groups in front of you for about a minute or so once I'm done with my introduction. So you can take the time and pause the video and you can meditate and see which particular group or which particular crystal is calling you out the most. Once you have made your selection, as usual, look in the description box for the timestamps for all the groups. And then once you click on your timestamp, I'll be meeting you over there with your respective reading. Now before I move on, some usual disclaimers. It's a general reading and within limited time I will try to cover as much as possible. If I cannot cover everything or certain things may not gel fully with your situation, ignore that and accept the rest. Also, I do give out personal readings, the details of which you can find out in the description box below. You can get in touch with me through email or you can follow me on Facebook or on Instagram, where I try to provide regular updates about my upcoming readings and about some other trivia. Right? So if you want to get in touch with me about any personal readings or any other things, you can certainly use my email. I also have a Etsy shop link given in the description box below. So if you want to order any personal readings from there, please feel free to do so. Having said that, I'm not going to waste any more time. I'm going to keep these 4 groups in front of you, and I'm going to meet you in your respective readings, and we will see how your respective situation is likely to improve in the coming days. Hey, group number 1, for those of you who have chosen this purple amethyst, we will see what issue is reaching a closure, what particular set of problems you can expect a solution in the near future, in the coming days. What may be bothering you right now that you are trying to get out of. that you are trying to find a way out of, and that you can expect a solution in the coming days. So group number one, I feel like you have been going through some sort of conflict. You have been going through some situations where either you have been the victim of mistreatment, slandering, maligning by other people's actions. People may have caused hindrance to your path. People may have tried to enforce obstacles on your path. People may have proved to be barriers. You may have been the victim of bad relationships. Not in the sense that nothing particularly related maybe to the matters of heart, but it's more about someone or some set of people who you may have trusted, who may be very close to you. They may have betrayed your trust. They may have caused loss to you, right? There may have been some court cases, some litigation, some property-related disputes, right? Maybe some some issue, some quarrel, or some lack of trust, or some conflict, with your business partners. Maybe something to do with your domestic issue, with your domestic harmony, like in cases of maybe domestic violence, maybe domestic discord, like marital, lack of marital harmony. And this can take different shapes. This can take different. This can go in really different ways based on each of your case. But the bottom line is that I'm sensing that there has been something that has been deeply troubling you, that may have held you back, where you may have felt caged. You may have felt like that you are not being able to move ahead, that you are not being able to come out of that particular situation, that is like putting you down. It is causing mental blockage. It is causing financial troubles. Maybe in some of your case, it was causing some stagnation. Overall, lack of happiness, lack of material as well as mental happiness, right? And because you have the Seven of Swords over here, right, which really talks about this kind of either an unfair action on your part, where you may have trusted other people blindly, and now you are paying the price for that trust, where your trust may have come back to bite you in the wrong way. It could be also like other people taking advantage of your situation, other people taking advantage of your trust. It could be, again, it could be your business partner, it could be your spouse, it could be your family, near and dear ones, your friends, some betrayal of trust, right? And then very next to this, interestingly, you have the Two of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune, right? Now, especially when I look at the Two of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune together, it's like something is going to happen in the coming days where it's going to like almost start to pull you out of that rut, start to pull you out of that dark hole that you may have found yourself in, start to pull you out of that that cage, that trap, that you may have increasingly felt like you have been pushed towards a corner. You may have been you are like increasingly caged. You are finding no way out, but now things are going to look up, and you are going to find yourself coming out of that rut. You are going to increasingly find yourself coming out of that hellhole, right? Finding a way out of that cage, and things finally starting to move in really your favor. And there is also some reversal of loss that may have happened. Now this could be again material loss. I sense it's a material as well as the loss of mental happiness, maybe anxiety, agony that you may have been going through. So those things are going to start to get reversed, and things are going to start moving in your favor, right? Also, your choice of the amethyst crystal. So amethyst crystal always talks about, the purple color. It talks about that higher vibration, that healing touch, that coming out of anxiety, that gaining more composure, gaining more calm. I think that's what's coming towards your way. And I also sense that some of you, you may have to travel somewhere. Maybe you have to travel to another place to attend a court case or, attend a litigation. You may have to travel somewhere else to meet with some people to resolve this long-standing issue, right? To settle the dispute, right? To reach some sort of a closure. And I'm also sensing that, you are going to get some help. You may get some help, and this help, for example, I have the leg up card over here. So this help could come in the form of, for example, this could be, very well your lawyer, your legal team who's going to help you. This may be, again, some of your, someone that you trust, a helping hand, maybe one or more individual who are going to help you come out of this situation, who are going to help you, try to reverse this situation, right? And what is needed right now is obviously, there will be still some turbulence, right? Because what's happening over here is I sense that, you are putting something behind and you are trying to move on. You are trying to turn that wheel of fortune. So obviously, it is still, you may have to go through some changes. You still, you may have to go through some situations that may test your patience, that may test your forbearance, right? That may test your ability to withstand situations, withstand people, withstand their actions. Right? That's why, you have the forgiveness card over here. So I think you are being asked to forgive whoever has caused this, right? Again, it could be one or more people, right? So they may come to you for forgiveness. They may realize their mistakes. They may realize what they have done to you. And in fact, it could be in some of your cases that, it is their understanding, their realizing, right, can actually help getting a closure of this conflict situation that may have been bugging you for quite some time, right? So I'm sensing, again, some sort of a judgment coming in your favor. It could be a legal judgment, or it could be, some judgment where the universe is, really working in your favor and is helping you come out of that rut, is helping you resolve that conflict situation, is helping you put back or leave behind all the material loss or the mental loss, loss of harmony, loss of peace, agony, anxiety, financial troubles. Put that behind and move on. In some of your cases, it could also be that moving to a new place is going to really help you leave things behind and turn a new chapter, right? So traveling is certainly being encouraged. So moving to a new place, so it could be like, you have some things going on in wherever you are living right now and it's becoming too unbearable for you. So you may have to just leave that behind and forget about that past, forgive those people, and it's not only for forgiving them, you need to forgive those people not only for their sake, but I think it's more because of your sake, because you need to be able to leave all that ugly memories behind, to be able to leave that conflict situation behind. You need to put a closure on that, right? So you need to move on. So in that sense also that forgiveness is required, because once you forgive and once you move on, so there's a saying, forgive and forget. So that's why, unless you can forgive and unless you can forget, you cannot really move on. And so that is really required for your own benefit, for you to really get that composure back, to really start turning your wheel, your life once more in the forward direction, to come out of that rut, to come out of that cage. that is also required, right? To move on, to physically move on, to mentally move on, right? Move on to a new place, right? And again, as I said, this travel could also indicate, you going somewhere to actually meet with the other party, to finally settle the dispute, maybe to attend the final hearing of a court case. It could indicate any of this, right? But whatever it is, the bottom line is, there have been issues, there have been instances where someone or some set of people has been causing you some mental agony, anxiety, financial troubles, either through some court cases, some disputes, some domestic issues, maybe some business related issues, some quarreling, some conflict, that you are looking forward to now come out and put a closure on that and reverse all your losses and turn a new chapter. Really turn a new chapter, right? Also, you do have a couple of fives over here. Like I see a 5 over here. The number 32. So 32 is 3 plus 2, 5, and you also have 5 over here, right? So it does talk about that conflict, that conflict situation. But the good thing is, you are finding that voice, and you are finally able to come out. And also, this 2 of wands is very interesting. Not only for what the 2 of wands indicate, but also if you look at this picture, it looks like, at least to me, the thought that comes to my mind immediately is like this person, he's like seemingly coming out of a dark well. So this is you, you are like trying to come out of this deep dark well, where you may have been finding yourself in. And this, gels very nicely with this 8 of sword card, 8 of voice or 8 of sword, that talks about entrapment, that talks about feeling like being cornered, right? And also, being able to, 2 of wands also indicates being able to like dream again, being able to like look forward to new possibilities, new opportunities again. Now you cannot do that unless there has been some sort of a closure of the past, right? So that's what this is indicating. Now finally, I have 2 affirmation cards for you. This one, it says, my intentions, or first of all, it says hearing inner guidance, right? And it says, my intuition flows whenever I am still. So definitely there's a need for you to, really listen to your inner voice. So your inner voice may be telling you to move on. Your inner voice may be telling you to forgive and forget. Your inner voice may be telling you, to turn a new leaf. So you need to be very receptive to that and go by your inner voice, your inner guidance, right? So the universe may be trying to help you at this point. So be very receptive to that. That's going to pave the way for your new beginning. Right? So definitely listen to that. And secondly, I have dissolving judgment. So it again talks about judgment, right? And I don't have to like the action of others in order to love my journey. So I think in a way it not only talks about judgment, it also talks about forgiveness. So similar to this one, right? Forgiveness card. So it talks about you don't have to like always the action of others. You in our life, we generally don't have any control of others' action, how they are going to behave, how they are going to treat you. You cannot like always decide that. You cannot control that. But what you can control is how you are going to react to that, how you are going to deal with that situation. Whether you want to move on, or whether you want to stay in that situation, whether you want to forgive and forget, or you want to keep keep reminding yourself of that ugly situation again and again, and bog yourself further down. So your actions are in your hand, but not others' action. I think that's what this one is saying. I don't have to like the action of others in order to love my journey. So definitely, if you love yourself, if you feel the need for healing, then move on, forgive and forget, right? No matter what has been done, right? There's new opportunities coming your way. That things are going to now, take a better shape. You're going to come out of that stagnation. Things are going to start moving again. You may get some helping hand from other friends, from other family members, from some unexpected quarters. Be receptive to that. This could also be your own inner guidance. This could also be your own inner guidance. So be very, very receptive to that, right? This is the time for you to really think and take a step. Don't do anything foolish at this moment that can put you back into that well. Because I'm definitely sensing that things are turning in your favor, right? So be receptive to that. Leave the ugliness behind, leave the conflict situation behind, forgive and forget those who may have caused that, and move on. Turn a new leaf and turn a new chapter. And so I'm hoping that you're going to soon reach that stage where that's going to bring you a lot more clarity, a lot more calmness, a lot more composure, and you're going to come out of this situation soon. So that's all I have for you, my group number 1. Hope this resonates with you. And again, don't forget to give me a like and subscribe to my channel. I'll hopefully see you with another video in the near future. Bye. Hey, group number 2, we will see for you what kind of closure is coming your way. What is it that you are grappling with right now and that you are looking to get out of. So what kind of resolution, what kind of closure you can expect in the coming few days. So group number 2, I think your reading is kind of similar to group number 1, in the sense that even in the case of group number 1, it was about that deception, that treachery, that someone trying to pull you down. But whereas in the case of group number 1, it was more about more of a material loss, more about actual litigation and all that stuff. For you, I sense that it is more to do with your heart. It is more to do with the emotional side of things. It is more to do with that relationship angle. I feel like this particular group is trying to deal with a situation where someone you felt was very close to your heart, someone you felt like was who you can trust with, who was a very inherent part of your life, someone who you wanted to really depend on, you loved intimately. That person walking out of your life, that person not being equally committed, failing to reciprocate to your love, failing to reciprocate to your commitment, right? That person not really understanding you, taking advantage of your trust, right? Not matching up to what you are looking for, and as a result of that, person walking away, that person betraying, it is that you have been so far dealing with a deep sense of loss, deep sense of emotional trouble, sorrow, misery, and that has really held you back so far. That has really held your success. It has caused really a lack of abundance for you. Right? That's what I'm sensing. And also, in some of your cases, this could be. In some of your cases, this could also be some actual physical loss. Right? For example, it could be a loss of your partner, your spouse, some actual death happening. With death taking away that person who was really, really valuable in your life, who really played an important role in your life, who you really counted on for all your achievements in life, to be able to move ahead. Someone who was very, who was like a pillar in your life. So in some of your cases, it could be an actual physical loss, and in some of your cases, it could be that person not keeping their side of the commitment and walking away. Right? Maybe they're getting, involved in with someone else and leaving you behind. Whatever that is, so that had really put you down. That was really causing a lot of stagnation in your life. That was not letting you move ahead. There was a lack of emotional fulfillment. There was a lack of overall success. There was a lack of overall that energy to move ahead. everything was appearing like very gloomy, very dark. But what the change that you are going to expect now is that I strongly feel there's a new love angle that is waiting to come into your life. And maybe, as you are going through this reading, you may have already come across, someone who's beginning to feel like who will be very suited for you. So there's definitely someone out there who's waiting to come into your life, unless they have already walked into your life, who will be better suited for you, who's going to really provide that sense of overall emotional fulfillment that you have been really looking for some time, who's going to really help you come out of that rut, who's going to really help you get that balance back. Because you have the Two of Pentacles over here, and then very next to the Two of Pentacles over here, you have the Yes card. Now the Yes card is very interesting. It signifies two things really. So obviously, the first of all, that strong reaffirmation. Yes. Now yes to what? Yes to new love. Yes to that's overall overall healing, emotional healing, overall happiness, newfound happiness, overall love coming into your life. That's what this Yes is. Plus you also have the Lovers card over here. So definitely a new love angle that's coming into your life, that's going to help your heart blossom again. That's going to help you heal, help you blossom again. And very next to this Lovers card, you also have the Regeneration card. So this one is also saying yes to your transformation, your regeneration. Now in this regard, the Regeneration card is very interesting because it talks about, if you look at this Regeneration card, it's like, you see this lava over here and this beautiful tree is coming out of this lava. So all that emotional turbulence, all that, emotionally, that grief, you're going to leave all that behind and you're going to come out from that a stronger person. Once again, turning to life. See this sparkle, all this glitter, all this life. Right? Once again, turning to life. Once again, learning to live. Once again, learning to make something out of their life. So that transformation, that healing, that's what's coming. Right? That's what's coming, and that's what there's a strong yes for. Like reaffirming that transformation is happening. Also, the balance, This is also signifying balance along with the Two of Pentacles card over here. That balance, being very rooted, and also that's why this Jasper comes in. The Jasper talks about that balance, being rooted, being grounded, connected to the earth. Jasper is also the significator of the root chakra, the red jasper, the root chakra. Right? So being rooted. So far, that whatever, that you are going through a very turbulent phase emotionally, lot of sorrow, lot of grief, lot of misery, because of, your love not being reciprocated, lack of emotional fulfillment, lack of clarity. Now you're going to start reversing all that. You're going to get more clarity back in your life, more emotional fulfillment coming in your life, more love coming into your life. You'll be able to really put behind that act of deception. Right? See the deception card over here that's come out reversed, which is good. Right? So someone out there who had deceived you in the sense that they were not fit for you, they didn't understand you, they played with your heart, they played with your emotions, they played with your trust. Right? So in that way they deceived you. So that's going to now be reversed. That's going to now be reversed. Right? So, and again, it's all about someone else coming in to put that healing touch to your wound. Right? Let your heart recover. Provide that, you also have the Nine of Cups over here, you also have the Page of Swords over here. So overall balance, overall harmony, overall that clarity, being able to turn yourself around, coming out a more stronger person, looking forward to life once again. You may have lost that willingness to live. For you, the life may have become a drag. but leaving all that behind, learning to live again in the truest sense, right? That is what's coming for you. And finally, I have two affirmation cards over here, the liberating love. Again, liberating. So far, because of your love, you had suffered. So far, because of your love, you are in a much darker place because someone else, you had given your love to someone else who was not worthy of your love, who couldn't reciprocate in the similar manner. Or again, in some of your cases, as I had mentioned before, it could be that whoever you loved once have now departed from this world, unfortunately, right? Who are no longer with you. So whatever the reason is, that love had really pulled you down, but now in the new phase that is coming into your life, that love will liberate you. That love will provide that, help you heal yourself, help your heart blossom, blossom once again, help you transform once again. That is what this liberating love, right? And it says, I allow myself to receive all the fulfillment I'm willing to give. So again, you had given out love before, but you didn't really get that back in turn. You had trusted someone, but you didn't get that trust back. You had committed to someone, but you didn't get the commitment back. Right? So you had given out positive vibrations, but all you got back was negative vibrations, denial, deception, lack of commitment, walking away, walking out, right? Turning away from you. That's what he's saying. But now, whatever you had given out once is going to now come back to you in the form of a new person, a new love interest, who will better understand you, who will treat you better, who will reciprocate, to your calls in a better manner. Right? That's what this is saying. So liberating. That's the way it's liberating love. And then finally, I have transforming tragedy. Again, it talks about transforming tragedy. So similar to this regeneration card, right? Coming out stronger from that tragedy, more wiser from the tragedy. So maybe now you know that whom to trust, what to look for, and probably before you are too overcome by your infatuation. Probably before you were not willing to see the obvious truth. Maybe the truth was right there in front of you. Maybe you somewhere deep down in your heart that the other person who has walked away from your life, maybe that person was not meant for you. Maybe your friend and family members have tried to point out that don't trust that person is not good for you. But it was your infatuation, it says that love makes you blind, right? Maybe it was something like that, you are blindsided, you didn't see the obvious thing. But now, after having faced that, now you are much more wiser. Now you know who is really good for you, right? So now you will be able to recognize the diamond. Now you are a true admirer of a diamond. You will know a diamond when you see one, right? I think that's what this is talking about, transforming tragedy. Loss is my reminder that more room has been made for greater gifts to be received. Again, you have given out a lot of love. You have given out a lot of positive vibrations. You are basically a nice person. I sense that you are a nice person who can be, who can commit. Once who finds someone that you trust, you can commit to that person. You are not the type to deviate. You are not the type to basically go for another affair or an extramarital affair. You don't believe in treachery. You don't believe in, like debauchery. You don't believe in all that stuff. But that was not retaliated. That was not reciprocated. But now that's going to happen to you. You're going to find someone, because, you have given out those positive vibrations. Universe will going to also now send back those similar positive vibrations to you through someone. Through someone who will treat you, who will value you more. Who will value your love, your trust more, who will treat you for who you are, and they're going to help your heart heal, they're going to help you blossom once again, they're going to help you transform yourself once again. You're going to come out of this much more stronger person. You're going to get that clarity back. This is the time for more emotional fulfillment, overall balance, being rooted, getting the harmony back, getting the balance back, and leaving all that dark episode, that lack of, that deception behind. Right? And learning to live life once again, enjoy life once again, live life to the fullest once again. So that's what's coming to you, my group number 2. Hope this resonates with you. If it does, don't forget to give me a like and subscribe to my channel. And I hope life treats you fairly, and you keep giving out the positive vibrations as you have been giving out. All my best wishes for you. I will take your leave right now. Bye. Hey group 3, for those of you who have chosen this white howlite crystal, this will be your reading. We'll see what kind of issues you are grappling with at the moment and what you are looking to come out of in the coming days. What is it that needs to get a closure, that needs to be turned around for you to really start achieving your fullest potential. So group number 3, in your case, it's all about you. I think in group number 1 and 2, it was about some external circumstances, some external factors, some external set of people who were really pulling them down, and so it was really about some external factors, whereas in your case it's all about you. I think you need to really come out of really get a better hold of you. So in your case, it's all about you getting a better hold of yourself. I think, and that's what's going to make all the difference in your case, because I feel like the first thing that catches my eye over here in this entire spread is this, if you look at this, there's a number of 9s over here. So you have the 9 of inspiration that has come out reversed. The 9 of inspiration is, in a traditional tarot deck, is the 9 of wands. Then very next to that you have the 9 of voice or the 9 of sword, again reversed. You have another 9 over here, so serendipity, right? 8 is 18. 18 is 8 plus 1, 9. Right? So you have 3 9s over here, and then you have 2 8s, the 8 of cups and the 8 of, and this is the strength card, which is also number 8. Right? So both 8 and 9, they really talk about getting mastery over something and then really taking it to completion. So in other words, taking hold of something, or no matter what you are doing, right, taking it to the completion, taking it to its final stages, seeing it through, and also achieving some level of perfection in that, some level of fulfilling that thing, whatever you have set out to do, no matter in what aspect of life, no matter in what you are doing, seeing it through, taking it to the completion, and then out of that, getting some knowledge out of that, getting some expertise out of that. So that's what this indicates. Now in your case, I feel like so far you have not been able to do that. In your case, I sense that there has been a lot of mental issues. There's a lot of mental, maybe too much of confusion, maybe too much of going back and forth, and clearly you have the back and forth card over here, right here, right? So like going back and forth, dilly-dallying, not knowing what is the sure short way, or if you are following one way, then sticking to that way. Right? I think that has been your biggest the bane of your life. That has been the biggest obstacle that has really set you back. Otherwise, I feel like group number 3, you have a lot of strength, you have a lot of potential, but you have not been able to fulfill that because of this particular trait, this particular issue, that too much of confusion, too much of going back and forth, right? not really trusting your intuition. See, what's interesting is, in your case, you have this back and forth card, right? That really talks about that topsy-turvy, right? Like doing one thing, making some plan, and then very next moment, going back on that, making a new plan, or making a new decision, right? Not sticking to something. Again, that 8 and 9, that's the trait of 8 and 9. Sticking to something, really taking it to completion, being a master of something, right? But in your case, you are not really showing that patience to see something through, and as a result of that, so far, you have not been able to gain perfection in anything, or gain that expertise in anything, because you have been dilly-dallying too much, or you have been flip-flopping too much, you have been going back and forth too much, right? So a lot of confusion, and also see, this is what I was coming to, your higher self. You have this your higher self card over here, right? So this is really talking about trusting your intuition. I think in your case, group number 3, you need to really trust your own potential. You need to really trust yourself. You need to really trust your intuition, really trust your decision-making abilities. And really trust because I feel like, you have the strength card over here. And you have the higher self card over here. And then, you also have this serendipity card over here. So all these cards talk about intuition, talking about, the synchronicity. Things are happening around you and things are happening within you. Maybe a voice within you is trying to, show you the path. Maybe the universe is trying to show you the path, but, you are not listening, or you're not seeing the things that are being presented to you. And you are too overcome by your own confusion, by your doubts, by your flip-flop attitude. So you need to really overcome that. You need to really, I think that's the change that is coming in your way. I feel like, you will be able to come to a stage where you will become more and more convinced about your own strengths, There'll be a lot of conviction coming into your, there'll be a lot of conviction developing in you about what you can do, how you can do, and to take it through, not to flip-flop anymore. Maybe, that maturity, I think life is going to teach you, from whatever, all the failures that you have been through, all the obstacles that you have been through, all that flip-flop that you may have been through. I think out of all that, you are going to come out more mature. And that's what's going to happen to you. That's the closure you are looking at. More maturity, right? Being more, developing that inner conviction, and being able to trust your own intuition, your own higher self. And so, and again, you see, like, when I look at this 8 of Cups over here, and when I look at the Strength card over here, you also have the Serendipity card that I've already talked about. You also have the Sun card. You also have the Yes card over here. So definitely this all tells me that, it's like the universe has all these cups filled, ready for you. But you are simply ignoring those. You have been simply ignoring those. You have been simply ignoring the success, the abundance that is waiting to come into your life, simply because you have been too preoccupied with your own that lack of judgment, with you have been too preoccupied with making hasty decisions, making ill-formed decisions, showing immaturity, lack of patience. I think that's really all the factor that has really prevented that success from really coming into your life. So, and as you go through all this, I think the universe is in a way teaching you a lesson. The universe is making you more stronger. Right? So you are like this, like this lion. You are like this lion, who's waiting to be tamed. And I think, actually you are this lady over here. You are this lady who's waiting to tame this lion. And you know what this lion is? This lion is actually your mind. So your mind has been your greatest obstacle so far. Your mind has been your greatest enemy so far, because your mind, your immaturity, that lack of patience, trying to do too many things maybe at the same time, or trying to do things in too many different ways at the same time. Like, that's the flip-flop attitude that I was talking about. That's the back and forth I've been talking about, right? So I think once you get that, you can control your mind. Once you get control your, your inner, that stress, your inner anxieties, then you will become much strong. And that's what's going to happen to you. I think that's what is bound to happen to you, because you may have learned from all the mistakes that you have made in your past. You may have learned from all the failings and all the failures and all the unsuccessful ventures that you may have dabbled in the past, that you need to really become more strong. You need to become more mature. And again, the Yes card is telling you that you will be able to reap that success. You will be able to get that greater balance in your mind, more composure. And there's the Sun card over here. The Sun card is also talking about, Sun card talks about two different things, especially when I look at the Sun card in combination with the higher self, and you also have the spiritual career card over here. So all these cards are very strong indicators of really trusting your inner self. Trust yourself. Don't cast too much doubt about whatever decisions you are taking. Like, for example, if you decide on doing something at one time, or if you decide to take a particular approach at one time, trust that. Develop that inner conviction, that inner maturity, right? That yes, I am going to do this. I am capable of doing this, or I'm going to follow this approach. I will stick to that approach. I will see it through. Then success is waiting for you. So Sun not only indicates success, Sun is also the indicator of the soul, and again the higher self. So Sun is also, so the Sun coming out with the higher self coming out, and the serendipity card over here coming out. It's a very strong message for you, my group number 3, that you need to trust your intuition. Maybe there's a voice inside of you. That voice is repeatedly telling you, that voice is repeatedly trying to guide you, right? It's telling you, stick to this, or do this, or don't dilly-dally, don't flip-flop. You need to listen to that voice. You need to develop that more inner clarity, maturity, and strength, conviction in yourself. That's what's going to happen to you, I think, because I think, again, as I've been telling, I think you have learned from all that past mistakes, from all the past, misadventures, that what you are doing wrong. I think right now, you are at a stage where you have realized your own folly. You have realized your own folly. You have probably realized that it was your own lack of maturity, and what you need to do to set things correct. So, and again, this 9 of inspiration, the 9 of wand, it's really coming out reversed, and it really talks about that, not, this tendency to give up too easily. So in this 9 of wand, if it had come out upright, it really talks about that fighting spirit, that not to give up. But in your case, so far, you may have given up too easily. If one particular approach or one thing doesn't give immediate result, then your reaction has been so far to give it up and move on to something else, or maybe try another approach, right? But you need to develop, again, if you remember what I said at the very beginning, with regard to this 8 and 9, right? If you decide on something, then stick to that. See it through. Take it all the way across. Complete it. See the closure of it. It's only then you will be able to see whether you are right or wrong. But if you leave it in the middle, then obviously you will never know what was the true outcome of that. So stick to your decisions, stick to whatever you have been doing, Don't be too impatient. I think that's why your choice of this Howlite also is interesting, because Howlite teaches patience, right? It helps to eliminate, too much of stress, too much of anxiety, rage, all that stuff. It's overall a calming stone. See, it's dominantly white in color, right? White is also a symbol of, peace, calmness, clarity, right? So it also facilitates, communication, awareness, and encourages, more emotional expression, more articulation, right? Emotional articulation, clarity, all that this Howlite is supposed to indicate. So your choice of this Howlite crystal also reaffirms the same thing, that you are going to be more mature, you're going to be get more clarity, you're going to be more strong. There'll be no more that back and forth, no more that, dilly-dallying, no more impatience. You're going to learn to trust your intuition. That's what the spiritual career, this is also indicating the same thing, that trust the spirit, trust your higher self. Right? All the cups are there already filled for you. But your whatever situation you find yourself in currently, there may be a lot of financial issues, a lot of troubles. That is all your own doing. Don't give up too easily. You have enormous potential, because when I look at this Yes card, I look at the Sun card, I look at the Strength card, I also look at the Eight of Cups. I feel like the universe is holding all the cups for you. You have it in you to achieve success, to achieve your fullest potential. But all you need is that maturity. All you need is that clarity. All you need is more patience, composure, calm. That's all it is needed, and I think that's all is going to come. So life may have taught you that lesson. And then lastly, I have two affirmation card over here. See, the very first one talks about deconstructing doubt. Throw the doubt away. Get rid of the doubt. Only my beliefs are in my way. So far your beliefs have been the false beliefs. They have been really serving you in a very negative way. Replace the beliefs. Actually, you know what? Replace the beliefs with faith. See, beliefs, we can believe anything. Like nowadays, especially, we tend to believe a lot of things. But replace belief with faith, conviction. Right? That's why it's saying only my beliefs are in my way. When you can replace that belief with faith and firm conviction, there is no stopping you. Deconstructing doubt. There should be no space for doubt in your life. And lastly, healing heartbreak. My heart will love again. So I think this one makes me think that there could be some past trauma also. Maybe some sense that there's some past rage or pain, some grief that may have also made you a little irritated, made you more irritable. And that's why you have in a way like forgot to think straight, with much more resolve. So you need to really heal your heart, like healing that heartbreak. Right? So whatever, if it is some past emotional issue that has really made you more jittery, that has really made you more impatient, then you need to then leave that behind. Develop that loving heart, and from there onward, trust your intuition, trust your heart, trust your higher self. Develop the patience, develop the maturity, develop the clarity, and universe is out there. See, there's the affirmation. Yes, you can do it. You can reap the benefit of your potential. You have it in you. Just trust yourself and trust the universe. Right? So I think that's what it is for you, my group number 3. That's what you need to really. It's coming your way. More maturity, more conviction, more self-belief. More that drive, inner conviction, strength, and again that also brings with it a lot of assurance for success. Right? And remember what I said. In the coming days, don't believe too much, but have faith. Right? So with that, I think I'm going to take your leave, my group number 3. Hope it resonates with you. I'll hope to be back with you in another video in the future. For now, bye. Hey group 4, for those of you who chose this beautiful citrine crystal, this will be your reading to see what kind of things you should be looking forward to. What is the kind of issue that that may be closing for you, that may be heading towards a resolution for you, and what you should be looking forward to. Group number 4 actually, oops, sorry for that. I don't know, this is like a, this seems to be telling me that things are probably out of your hand so far for one or more reasons, but now it's like, things are finally in your hand. You are heading to a situation where you will have full control. You have far greater control of the situation, right? That's how I would like to interpret this, because that's what I see over here. I see, a lot of abundance and a lot of success coming into your life. A lot of abundance and a lot of success. So first of all, to start with, you have these 2 10 cards. You have the 10 of Pentacles, and plus, you have the 10 of Wands. Right? So, again, I think these 2 cards coming side by side kind of tells me the story, right? So, for example, 10 of Wands, it really talks about 2 things, right? It talks about you as someone, who's very strong, mentally, emotionally, right? So you may have had to carry a lot of baggage. It could be some, actual mental baggage. So you may have had to go through a lot of ups and downs in your life, a lot of turbulent phases in your life, right? Where things may not have been always so rosy, where things could have been could have taken a more dark turn at some stage of your life. You may have had to go through a lot of sorrows and pain and misery. Also, you are someone who's very strong, so who has not only been able to take all that, sufferings in your stride, but it also conveys a picture of someone who's not, who doesn't hesitate to put in hard work, who doesn't shy away from doing the hard work, who's not afraid of doing hard work, right? So I think you are someone, who has given you 100% in everything, who has never really shied away, from taking your share of responsibilities, from doing your bit, right? The diligence, the hard work, who has also probably gone through a lot of ups and downs in your life, but now you are at a stage where you are reaping the benefit, where you will be reaping the benefit of all that, where now you are going to, the universe is ready to fulfill you. The universe is ready to give all that you have really craved for so long. So obviously I see a lot of happiness, a lot of overall fulfillment. So the 10 of Pentacles over here, it really talks about, plus the 2 10 cards side by side. So it talks about closure. So it's like leaving all that dark phase behind, and really looking forward to an episode that is full of victory, that is full of success, and not only the success but also a lot of family happiness, right? Because you have the 4 of Wands, plus you have the 10 of Pentacles. Not only the success, but not only the material happiness, but also emotional fulfillment, emotional happiness, because it's like there'll be a lot of happiness on the domestic front, at the family level. Maybe you'll be able to enjoy more quality time with your family. If there was any conflict issues with your families that may have bothered you in the past, any sort of marital disharmony or discord, or or with your children, that will all be laid to rest in the coming phase. You will enjoy more peace and more harmony with your family. You will enjoy more financial success, more financial abundance. And again, I see the 9 of inspiration or the 9 of wand over here. So this 9 of wand with the ace of emotions or the ace of cups coming out reversed, it talks about that thing, right? That where you have had to deal with situation in the past where you have had to like struggle on different front, maybe at the emotional level, maybe in the physical level, maybe both, right? Deal with a lot of ups and downs, maintain that continuous struggle with your surroundings, with your circumstances, but now the universe is giving it all to you back. Lot of love is coming your way, lot of abundance is coming your way. And again, so see this, I already have talked about the 10 of Pentacles, the 4 of Wands. You also have the helpful people card. This all talks about the surrounding, your family, your friends. So you're going to get enjoy the company of your family. Your family will be more conducive to whatever you do. They will be more supportive of you. They will be more loving, more caring of you, right? You may also come across other soulmates, other people who share your the same similar thoughts as you, who really share the same similar vibrations, who can understand you better, who can communicate with you better, who share the same frequency level as you, right? So you may come across those kind of people, your tribe, people who you can gel with, right? Soulmates, right? That's all coming. You may be also see, you have the Fates card over here, right? The Fate card is again like being open to what the universe has to offer to you. So the fate is the destiny, or in other way, the working of the universe, the karma, right? So I think you may have gone through a phase where it was the negative karma that was like manifesting largely, and that negative karma may have really brought on a lot of troubles, a lot of worries, a lot of turbulence in your life that you may have had to deal with so long. But in the coming phase, it's more about the positive karma manifesting. You may have done a lot of good things despite all the trouble. You may have been very helpful to other people despite your personal trouble. All that now is going to manifest too, right? So now that's going to again bring a lot of the positivity, a lot of positive side effects, a lot of positive manifestations. You also see long-term travel. You may be traveling to other countries, either because of your career, or you may be, I sense in the coming days, you'll be also going for those long vacations to maybe to foreign countries, to foreign lands, or even to, even within the same country. Maybe you have never been able to really go for, too many vacations with your family. Maybe it was, something to do with your busy lifestyle. You are always dealing with some issue or the other. Maybe it was the financial issue. You never had that financial, that level of financial comfort, that level of financial security for you to take those long breaks, those vacations. I think right now you will be able to, you will be able to really go for those vacations that with your family members, because financially you will be at a stage where you can really afford that, right? That's also it is. Plus, you could be achieving more responsible positions. You may be given more responsibilities, more leadership roles in your work front. That entails more travel, more business travels, right? So I think that's the way. So this kind of gels with the overall message of the spread. And especially the 10 of Pentacles and the 4 of Wands not only talks about happiness in the family front, but also talks about overall success, overall abundance, right? And I feel like, see this card over here, if I turn it around, it talks about angels of the 4th direction, right? And so this card coming out reversed is actually a very positive sign for you. So the way I interpret this card is like, it's time for you to now reap the benefits. And again, reap the benefits of the positive karma, of the positive vibes that you may have sprayed so far. So obviously the angels are there by your side, but it's also the time for you to really reap the benefit of what you have sprayed around. So it's largely your doings, that law of karma, that law of attraction that is really working in your favor. And bringing in all the positivities, bringing in all the abundances that you have really worked for so long, right? That's the way I really see this card. And again, you are someone who's very committed to relationships, who have always believed in doing your share. If you are for example, if you are a husband, you're a very committed husband, who have always gone beyond and above your means to make sure that your family members are happy, that they have whatever they need. Even sometimes, even if you could really, even sometimes, even if you could barely afford it, you have gone beyond your means to make sure that that your wife and your children are happy. Similarly, if you're a wife, no matter what you are, you've always gone beyond your means to make sure that your near and dear ones are happy. Right? You believe in that committed relationship. Right? That's the kind of person you are. So you are a very positive, loving person, very responsible person, very warm person. I think that's what the citrine, it really signifies, someone who's full of positivity, who's full of optimism, very cheerful by nature, someone who's flexible, right? And that's why now the universe is giving you all that abundance, as a result of whatever you have spread out. Because remember, whatever you spread out will come back to you. That's what law of karma is basically. And so if you spread out, negative karma, all negative hate, anger, jealousy, all that's going to come back to you. And if you spread out positive things, positive vibration, that's going to also come back to you. So I think whatever you have suffered, you may have gone through in the past, was probably, again, was your negative karma, maybe some negative tendencies, some negative karmas from some of your past life that really manifested. But now it is the positive karma that is going to dictate, the next phase of your life, where is a lot of abundance, lot of success, lot of harmony in the family, lot of love, lot of responsibility in the job front, in the career front, being able to take those breaks. And that's happening because you have spread that, that cheerfulness, you have spread that warmth, you have spread that positive vibrations. And now that's coming back. Now that's finally coming back towards you, right? And then finally, I have these two affirmation messages, right? So one is saying acknowledging apprehension. It says, when it's a yes, nothing can stop me. When I'm unsure, it's always a no. That means developing that conviction, developing that strength inside you, that if I'm committed to something, I am fully committed to that, heart and soul. And if I say no to something, I will not do that. Period. Right? So really taking hold of your apprehension, being more sure-footed, being more convinced, having that inner conviction. And I think even that has, so that's going to come to you. So you are at that stage where you are more mature, you are more strong. And that has happened to you because of having to deal with all the past struggle. This 9 of Wands card over here. Having to deal with all that past emotional baggage, past physical baggage, a lot of physical hard work, labor, right? That has all made you much more stronger, where you are now more mature, you have more clarity about your life, right? And then finally I have this card, the rewriting the subconscious. The more I embrace feeling good, the less often I will feel bad. I will read this out to you again. The more I embrace feeling good, the less often I will feel bad. Again, this card gels very well with the Fate card, right? And it talks about that inner strength. You become more strong, you become more mature. You know now that if you can develop that sense of surrender, like no matter if the situation gets bad or situation gets good, right? If I embrace everything with a certain level of positivity, right, then nothing really bad can happen to me. I will be protected. So again, that talks about that inner conviction, that inner maturity. And that hasn't really happened overnight. That has happened because of you having to go through all that past struggle, past turbulence. And because of that, in the new phase, you have become more mature, more strong, more wise. You have seen life. You know that whatever is happening for a reason. So how to embrace that? Not to be, too much swayed by that trouble. And even when all this happiness comes, you may be someone, who will not be too much overwhelmed by that. So you have learned to become more stable. Whether it's a sad phase of life or whether it's a happy phase of life, right? You are approaching that that stage where you are more stable. Yes, you have seen the dark. Now you are going to see the more brighter phase. But the more important thing is you are becoming more strong, more balanced, but developing that inner harmony. That's what's waiting for you, my group number 4. And again, your choice of citrine it indicates, someone who's full of positivity, optimism. And again, it talks about that, all the joy and all the positive energy that is really waiting to come into your life. Right. So I think that's all I have for you, my group number 4. Hope this resonates with you. If it does, again, don't forget to give me a like and subscribe to my channel. I do hope to see you in another video in the future. For now, take care and bye.